sedan sales have plummeted by nearly 50% in the last decade, transforming a once dominant market into an endangered species and convincing millions of drivers that bigger automatically means better. But with SUVs becoming the default choice for families, commuters, and even first-time buyers, the question everyone keeps asking is simple yet impossible to ignore. Can the 2025 Hyundai Sonata truly revive the sedan segment? Or is it just another bold redesign doomed to vanish beneath the tidal wave of crossovers that continue to reshape driver expectations and dealership priorities year after year? The moment you see the 2025 Sonata, you get the sense that Hyundai is not merely updating a model, but actively trying to challenge the narrative that sedans are outdated, pushing a design so futuristic and so aggressively sculpted that it feels like the company is daring the market to pay attention again. Presenting a front fascia lined with razor-like LED lighting, a full-width horizon beam that instantly grabs your eyes, and a fastback-inspired silhouette that looks leagues more dramatic than anything else in the mid-size category, giving the impression that Hyundai is refusing to let the sedan quietly fade into the background. But this car isn't entering an easy battlefield. Sedans today are fighting pressures from every direction, with SUVs dominating sales reports, capturing buyer psychology, and creating a belief that only bulky, high-riding vehicles provide safety, comfort, and credibility on the road, leaving sedans standing in the shadow of a cultural shift where practicality is often confused with size, and where sleek four-door designs struggle to compete with towering silhouettes that promise convenience on the surface, even when most drivers rarely use the extra space they pay for. Over the years, people have been conditioned to believe sedans offer less value, less flexibility, and less status, and as automakers funnel more research and development into SUV lineups, many sedans end up feeling like leftover Zunins by an underfunded and unambitious. The switch is exactly why the 2025 Sonata's arrival sparks a level of curiosity and skepticism far beyond what most midsize cars receive. Because if any sedan hopes to stand out in this environment, it must deliver something extraordinary, something that shakes assumptions, something that makes drivers genuinely reconsider what they actually need, instead of what the market has convinced them to want. And that's where the 2025 Sonata begins its mission, with precision. Introducing a sleek LED light bar that stretches across the front like a glowing blade, sharp daytime running lights carved into the body, widened fenders that give it a more athletic posture, and aerodynamic lines that flow cleanly into a fastback-style rear end that looks more like a luxury four-door coupe than a traditional family sedan, creating a level of presence and personality you simply don't find in this price range. Step inside, and the transformation continues with a panoramic curved dual-display setup integrating both the instrument cluster and the infotainment system into a single cohesive unit, customizable ambient lighting that lets the cabin shift moods instantly, redesigned seats that enhance long-distance comfort, upgraded materials that elevate touchpoints, and a cabin layout that blends simplicity with sophistication, signaling Hyundai's commitment to pushing the Sonata into territory typically reserved for more expensive brands. This isn't just a cosmetic glow. The driving experience has been refined with sharper steering response, a smoother suspension, improved chassis rigidity, and hybrid powertrains that deliver excellent efficiency without sacrificing quickness, giving drivers a car that feels more balanced, more confident, and more rewarding than the segment usually offers. And yet, the moment where the Sonata truly breaks away from its rivals, the point where it stops being another new sedan and becomes a legitimate challenger to the SUV-centric mindset, comes from its next generation safety systems and intelligent driver assistance technology, offering lane centering assist that feels precise and less intrusive, highway assist that effortlessly manages speed and distance, blind spot monitoring enhanced with real-time camera feeds, improved collision avoidance systems that react faster than before, and parking technologies designed to reduce stress in congested areas, effectively turning the Sonata into a smart, intuitive partner on the road rather than a simple machine you have to fight with during everyday driving. Combine all of this with the hybrid system's ability to dramatically reduce long-term fuel costs while maintaining smoother acceleration and quiet operation, and suddenly, the Sonata becomes more than a good-looking sedan. It becomes a strategic choice for drivers who want efficiency without jumping into full electrification, sophistication without entering the luxury market, and meaningful daily usability without paying SUV premiums for features they rarely use. When you step back and evaluate everything Hyundai has built into the 2025 Sonata, a clearer picture emerges. This isn't a car trying to survive in a market that has lost interest. It's a car trying to redefine the conversation entirely, showing that sedans can still be innovative, desirable, practical, and emotionally compelling if they are designed with intention, engineered with care, and given the attention they deserve. The Sonata presents a direct challenge to the assumption that sedans are outdated, proving that modern drivers don't need towering ride, height, or oversized proportions to feel safe, comfortable, or sophisticated, and reminding the industry that there is a kind of elegance, efficiency, and driving enjoyment unique to sedans that SUVs simply cannot replicate no matter how aggressively they dominate the market. So now the spotlight turns to you. Does the 2025 Hyundai Sonata have the design technology and engineering strength to reignite interest in sedans and pull buyers back from the SUV wave, or is the market already too deep into the crossover era to be influenced by even a groundbreaking redesign? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know whether this Sonata makes you reconsider the sedan segment. And if you enjoy deep dive automotive breakdowns that cut through the marketing noise and reveal the real truths behind car design, engineering, reliability, and ownership, make sure you check out my other review videos for more insights into the vehicles reshaping the future of driving.